Hello guys, it's Chumma Thunder Tim doing a Beyblade video. This time we have the Zest Achilles customized set. So you can see it there, all the extra parts. You have the full Bay A gear, 2 extra layers, extra disc and driver. Cool. Also there is a tool in here, because Achilles is LR, because I guess instead of making a Diablos, they decided to make Achilles LR and also give us a Hello Kitty core that's also LR, because they really hate Diablos, but that's apparent after, Death and Abyss. Anyway, here's the everything. Let me just make sure I'm well focused, so if you want to look at anything, you can. There you go. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh. Alright, that's everything. I don't know why I'm trying to close the box. We're all good. Alright, sticker sheet. I don't personally use stickers, but, there they are. And here's the mess that is the package, everything you get inside. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video so I can get all this out and we don't sit here for like 5 minutes. So, yeah, I'll do that. Alright, so, I have everything opened up. So we're going to start off with the layer that's probably the most random thing, and that is the sparking layer you get. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here a little bit. Start off with the chassis. They gave us 1 defense again. Listen, we've gotten 1 defense so many times. We really did not need another one. At least, if you're going to do one they've done a billion times, at least do 1S. Even 4A would have been better, honestly. This is probably the worst thing I could have chosen. It's yellow, and whatever. The chip, Ragnarok, also not the best, but I mean it's here, whatever. Also the chip core, I don't know why I show this separately, whatever. But the most important thing is by far hollow. So we do get hollow. It is a rare part. It's hard to get. You can only get it from Random Booster Volume 23 through the ridiculously expensive Hollow Death Scyther or Hollow Valkyrie, which is like the same price as this entire set new in box. So take your pick. It's not many great options, but it is a hollow reprint. I just wish they would have given us other parts that were better. Put the chip and chip core together really quick. It's the complete chip. It's probably what I should have just showed in the first place, but oh well. Got the ring here. Okay, that's in. Just like that. And then, of course, the chassis. And there's your sort of special sparking layer that you get, because, yeah, sparking does not have enough reprints, so I will take a hollow ring at least. Let's get into the actual new stuff here. So we did get this Metal Never driver. That's cool. Yeah, it's Metal Never. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Not bad. Also a Fortress disc, not a bad reprint, as it's only in Random Booster Volume 29. So yeah, it's a prize part, not bad to get. Speaking of, chain. Also only in that random booster, not bad to get. Black and white looks great. Yep. 2 armor. I wish they'd picked something better, but this is what we got. Sure. And finally, Phoenix. Really nice looking in this kind of monochrome color. We needed a color like this, which I will get to a little bit later, but yeah, I'm glad we got this. So, let me go ahead and assemble this kind of extra bay that you get in here, because I guess you could technically do this with a sparking bay. It doesn't have to be with this layer, but I mean, it's a DB disc, and the driver is clearly a stamina driver, so yeah. There's Chain Phoenix too. Looks really cool, honestly. And very, very nice looking layer, at the very least. Regardless of what you think about the part selection. And sort of the custom bay for this set is Chain Phoenix Fortress Metal Never 2. Honestly, really nice. So, yeah, cool bay. But of course, the main event everyone wants to see is Achilles. Let's go ahead and get into the driver really quick. I'm going to readjust my focus a little bit here. Don't mind that. There we go. Quattro Dash. So this is the long-awaited Quattro Dash. Everyone's wanted a dash driver of this since day one. We got it. So you of course got the balance mode, and then all of the other types. So you got balance, you got stamina, you got attack, you got defense. I'm going to leave this one in balance mode actually because, I don't know, I feel like it's just more fitting for Achilles. Maybe? I don't know. Why not? I'll leave my other one in defense mode, so I guess I'll switch it up. Leave this one in balance mode. You got the new disc, which is called Illegal. Why it's called Illegal, we'll never know. Apparently it was considered so good that it should be illegal or something, but like, very, very weird name. Yeah, I don't, whatever. Also got a new armor, that is 4. Looks really cool. Is that me or is it a little... It might be a little unbalanced, I can't tell. This seems like it's thinner on this side by a little bit. Interesting. We also got the Zest Blade. This is the Zest Blade. It's flippable, it's LR. Whatever, it's fine. We also got the Zest Sword. This part is what you add on to Zest Achilles to make it different. We're going to have a lot of modes, by the way. I'm going to have to do like a whole montage of modes. It's going to not be fun for me, but hopefully it'll look good in the video. Also the Achilles core. A new LR core. Looks really, really nice. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and weigh this since these are new parts. Unfortunately, my scale does not like to show up very well in this lighting. Or lack thereof. You can kind of see it, I guess. Sort of. Actually, it's not too bad. Okay. Quattro Dash is 10.66. Illegal, 31.74. 4 is 13.8, not bad. The Achilles core, 7.94. And there's the Zest Blade. This is probably the most interesting part. So it's only 6 grams. Still heavier than dynamite though. But of course you have the Zest Sword, 3.92. When you add them together, it is 9.93. So nearly 10 grams. And I'm just going to stack these things on top of each other just to sort of get an idea of what this bay will be like when completed at Quattro Dashin. So 74.08 grams. It's probably about average weight for a DB bay. Not too heavy, but also not really light either. So yeah, not bad. Alright. Now here comes the problem. There are 48 modes for this thing. I'm not going to show every mode. I'm only going to show every layer mode. I have already shown every driver mode. The problem comes in when you multiply those. So I'm not going to do the full combo for everything. I'm just going to show the layer modes. There's 12 of them. Yeah, the driver modes are really only going to be useful to show differently if you're battling, so it doesn't matter that much. So I think I can get by with just the layer modes. But this is still going to take me forever to do, so hopefully this turns out decently. Alright, so first step, we have high balance mode. This looks about as awkward as I expected. It's just very thin and kind of bad looking. I guess the high mode isn't too high up or anything, it's just kinda... Yeah, this just looks awkward. We're gonna change this up a little bit. No, still awkward looking with the low mode balance mode. Also, this is the right spin mode. I don't think I mentioned the last one. So these are both right spin. So let's go ahead and change up the spin direction to left spin. One thing to note, you do get a tool, a nice white tool. The last one was gray, I believe, so it does come in the set. And that, of course, allows you to change the modes. So here's our left high balance mode. Still awkward looking. That's not good. Alright, well, we only got one more balance mode, so hopefully after that we will be better. Alright, now in left low balance mode. Yep, not really much better, but hey, we're done with these modes, so we can now get to some of the cooler modes. So I'm going to stick to left spin for now, but let's go ahead and check out the other left spin modes, so this will be fun to do. Alright, now adding on the Zest sword, we have this. This is left high attack mode. So, there it is. So how the modes are determined are actually based on where the Zest sword is located, and not just whether or not it's on top or on bottom. When it's covering the silver part on this side, it's an attack mode, but when it covers the gold part, it's defense mode, regardless of which way the blade is flipped. So this is going to be attack mode, which you wouldn't expect since it's underneath, but yeah, that's how it is. So, it still looks kind of awkward, not gonna lie, but it looks a little bit nicer underneath at least, so it's something. Alright, we are now in left low attack mode. Looks a little better, honestly, but still kind of weird. I don't like how these kind of parts look when they're not covered, so yeah. A little bit better, I guess. But let's go ahead and check out the defense modes, which I think are going to look way better for the left spin modes, and probably the best of the left spin modes. Alright, so here we are with high left defense mode, which definitely looks better. I think this actually looks really cool. Underneath looks like this, which is fine for an underneath, but I actually think that the main part here looks really, really nice. Definitely cool, which is great. So yeah, let's check this out in low mode, and I'm sure it'll look even better. Alright, seems I was right on that. It definitely looks better. So here is our left low defense mode. These names, man, they're just getting tiring to say. Alright, so there's that. Let's go and switch back to right mode to finish off the last 4 modes. Alright, back to looking kind of awkward here with right high defense mode. Yeah, I don't like these high modes as much. The underneath looks nice though, but of course, top looks a little bit barren, and I just don't like how the high mode looks on this as much. So, let's go and fix that with low mode. Alright, this actually looks a bit better. So you do have the right low defense mode. I still think if you want defense mode, left looks the best. But as far as the other kind of more awkward modes go, I think this one's probably the best so far. It's just the sword on top makes it look way better. This isn't bad though, so yeah, not bad for right defense mode. But let's get into probably what are going to be the best modes. So let's check out right attack mode finally. Alright, here we go. Right high attack mode. Looks decent. Yeah, not bad. But of course I am looking forward to the low mode. But yeah, I think the low mode of this is going to look the best, so let's go and check that out. Alright, so I do have the layer actually apart now, so I could just assemble it on camera, because I haven't really done that yet. So, the blade, just kind of take this, line it up, goes into these holes nicely. And then, of course, it's just like the, you know, normal DB assembly at that point. That there, and it doesn't, sometimes it does not want to stay on well. There we go. And there it is. Right, low attack mode. Definitely the best looking. I think low left defense mode looks good too, though. But this is definitely my favorite of the modes. Let's go ahead and put this together. Finally getting to use the disc and driver here. It's been a while since we've seen these guys. Or at least for me it has. It's been like 20 minutes. If I could, yeah, hey, are we good? Yeah, we're good, I think. Yeah. Teeth seem alright. Yeah, here's the full combo finally. Zest Achilles Illegal Quattro Dash 4. Really, really nice looking bay. So, yeah. Now, before I talk more about this bay, I do want to show a couple other things here. Most notably, I just want to get this out of the way, really. And that is this. So this is actually going to be a Prominence Valkyrie recolor kind of thing. So if you take the parts of Prominence Valkyrie without the Valkyrie core, and then you take this Phoenix core you get in the set, you can actually make a Prominence Phoenix in the correct colors. I'm using these Prominence parts, though, from the Prominence Valkyrie instead of the original, because I think they match better. So I'm just going to go ahead and assemble this thing, so you can see what it'll look like. When compared to the original, so that's the layer. That looks great, and I think it actually looks better without stickers because they're purple, but, you know, it's fine either way. Take the atomic dash, if I could get it to go. That doesn't want to, hold on a sec. Come on, just don't be a problem, please. It's gonna be a problem, isn't it? This thing's refusing to go the other. Alright, I'll be right back. Ah, armor was not in all the way. That makes sense. So now we should be able to put this together. There we go. That's our Prominence Phoenix. Of course, kind of in the Dead Phoenix style, even in terms of like parts. So I do have Dead Phoenix here, actually. And yeah, you could see they are definitely, this definitely seems like an evolution to Dead Phoenix. Really nice. Really, really nice. Glad to have it. So yeah. Speaking of evolution comparisons, we do have all the Achilles here as well. So I do want to show off the evolutions of Achilles. Go ahead and zoom in a little bit. So this is our first ever Achilles, Z Achilles, which is already over 4 years old somehow. Seems like it shows that just came out, but it was a long time ago. Very, very different nowadays. Shields are still there though, so that's nice. Actually kind of similar core design to the original, but aside from that it's very different. Moving on to Chosi Achilles. This thing is just extremely different overall. I guess the sword designs are a little bit closer now, but still very, very different type of release. So, yeah. Probably the closest thing, honestly, which is in Union Achilles. Chip design and core design are similar enough to where they are quite comparable. Swords are definitely different, though, I guess. And maybe it's not the most similar. The underside's also extremely different. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try Infinite Achilles, the most recent one before this, and yeah, I don't know, this still looks kind of different. I guess you got the metal swords, but not the metal swords, the silver swords, but the shape's way different on Zest. Core design is way different than the sparking chip design. I guess you got the blue, but it's not really much. Underside is also way, way different. Yeah, I don't know. These definitely seem pretty different overall, but yeah, let me know what you think. Now, of course, there is one final piece. For all that time, we have one more piece to talk about. The A gear. This is such a long video, I feel like. I don't know if it's long or if it's just like, it feels long since I've been having to change modes, but the A gear. This apparently makes it divine better for attack, which I'm very surprised about. I thought it was going to be pretty bad, but yeah, no, it helps apparently. Before we get into what it actually does, I do want to go ahead and weigh it. So I'm going to weigh the F gear first, as it is comparable and does work with Divine. It's 5.57. A gear, I think it's going to be lighter. Yeah, 4.34. So that's that for now. Let's go ahead and take our Divine Belial and add this thing on to it. So we finally get a new upgrade for Divine. Also, it is worth mentioning that A gear only will work with Divine. It's not compatible with anything else. So unlike the old gears that are compatible with Divine, alongside like, you know, Dynamite, Devil, and Dangerous, you know, or even the D gear being, you know, compatible with both Nexus and All Might, this is only for Divine. You cannot use it with Dynamite, Devil, or Dangerous. So I think it's worth noting that at the very least. Going ahead to just take this apart really quick here. Alright, so there are two modes to this. So you have the sort of six-bladed, is that six? That's six-bladed, I think. Yeah, so this is the six-bladed mode. So the shape is offset. You can kind of see how that is. There's some giant gaps here. But it's kind of more offset, but we want the three-bladed mode. So this is defense mode. Let's get to attack mode. Because apparently attack mode is like actually kind of good, so still has big gaps, but they're not as crazy, I guess. You go ahead, grab our Belial core, the 3 armor as well. There we go. I didn't want this thing to fall off, so let's look at the layer. So this is our Divine Belial now with the A gear attached. That looks kind of cool from the underneath. So, yeah, it's definitely, I could see why maybe it would help with attack. This feels pretty solid and with some decent contact points on it. Putting this together with also our D gear gives us this. So here it is. Our new Divine Belial with 2 gears now. The D gear maybe feels a little bit more resistance at times, but not much. But yeah, A and D gears on this thing. That's cool. Definitely interesting to see. So yeah, I don't know, I think this looks really, really nice, honestly. I like the red and the blue. And if it's good, it's a nice upgrade to have, so yeah, it's actually great. So yeah, that is all of the parts in this set, finally. Alright, so that's the whole set. Go ahead and just kind of make a nice little display here with everything that you get. If I can. So, yeah. Oh, not Divine. This layer. I guess we can kind of put Divine awkwardly there. Move these guys down a little bit. Yeah. Let's throw this tool, like, back there. It's fine, trust me. Anyways, can't even see that. Anyway, so what do I think about the set as a whole? Is it good? Is it bad? I think it's a solid set. Zest Achilles is a great new bay. Everything here is new except for Quattro Dash, which is only a new variant, but everyone wanted Quattro Dash, so great bay overall. Nice that they included another tool. Chain Phoenix, this one, I'm fine with Metal Never. I think that Chain and Fortress were good choices to reprint. Phoenix isn't a great core, but I think getting this certain color as well, you know, that's fine. Plus, it's the first reprint of Phoenix. It needed a reprint eventually, so I think it's a perfectly fine choice. I will say I wish that maybe they could have done something that wasn't 2. That would have been nice, but I'm not going to be too mad about it. The sparking layer is my biggest problem. I kind of wish they would have just given us an extra disc and 2 extra drivers like last time. But at the same time, I think Hollow was a good choice for a old part to bring back. So I'm not too mad about it. What I'm mad about, though, is 1 defense and the Ragnarok chip. First up, they could have at least thrown in a metal chip core instead of just a regular chip core. Or done a chip core, or not a chip core, a chip that is something that does not require a chip core, like Diablos, or Lucifer 2. Hell, I'd have even taken Lucifer or Spriggan even, would have been better. But we really could have gotten a Lucifer 2, you know, recolor. That would have been nice. And especially a Diablos. We really, really need a Diablos recolor bad. As for, you know, other things, I think a lot of people would have taken, like, a Hyperion 2 or a Helios 2. Or I guess in this case it would not have been Helios 2, so just, yeah, Hyperion 2. Or, better yet, a Solomon recolor would have been nice. And again, a metal chip core here would have been cool. And for the chassis, I think people wanted a double chassis, but, like, I wouldn't expect that here, so 1 stamina or 4 attack would have been way better. And I mean, 4 attack would pair fine with Hollow, so that would have been perfectly acceptable. 1S would be fine too, but 1 defense was just not a very good choice. Aside from that, though, A gear is nice to have. And yeah, overall, it's a solid set again. Do have some complaints, but it's nothing that I think detracts a ton, and at the very least, the actual main show of this set is Zest Achilles, and that is a very, very cool release. So yeah, not a bad set by any means, but again, I wish they could have maybe done a little bit better, especially because this is probably going to be our last custom set, or last customized set like this. I think we have like 2 more sets coming up, but they won't be the same as this one, so I kind of wish they maybe done a little bit better here, but at the same time, it's not as bad as our next random booster. Stay tuned, I will have a discussion video on that when the parts are fully revealed, and that's going to be a fun time. But yeah, for now, that's all for this video, so thanks for watching, and bye-bye.